Hey guys, you there? Let me know when you're here. It's 222 right now. Just letting you know because I see it. Can you guys hear me okay? Who's here? All right, guys. So I'm doing a weekly update here. Okay. It is the new moon in Scorpio, so I'm sure that a lot of you who were into, astrology or into all of that, have been going around on YouTube and viewing all the videos and, people who are mainly focused on that aspect of it and giving you all the information, in regards to the energies with that. Okay. I'm going to be just doing the weekly update here, and then, I'll do a Q&A afterwards, dependent on who's here. And this will be through the 31st. And then on Friday, I'll be coming back to do the weekend. All right. So this literally is just random. I am keeping the new moon in Scorpio in mind when I'm doing this, but this is what it is for the week. And this is October 28th through the 31st. Hi, Ashley. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. For you guys. How's the volume? Is it okay? Obviously I can't, I have no idea, but I just want to make sure that, you can hear me properly. All right, I'm going to start sorting the cards here. Hi, Laura. How are you? Hey, Cheyenne. I was wondering, where are you guys at? Can you hear me? Can one of you tell me that the volume is okay? I get nervous, right? I have this new, thank God, all right, I have this new system going on here, and I couldn't do live streaming before, and the freaking volume would always be screwed up, loud and clear. Okay. Laura, great trip. I told you that it was going to be an amazing trip, and there was no doubt there that it would be. Are you tan? Because if you are, I'm jealous. All right, guys, I'm already sorting the cards, so I don't know what you guys want to know about, or, whatever. Hold your intention there. Oh, you burn. That's all right. We still had fun, though. Whatever. I just need to take a sip of this really fast. I'm sorry. Whatever it is that, you want to know about, focus there. All right. And then you'll be able to receive your messages. Yes, Laura. There wasn't, say, anything different that could happen, because that was just, it was going to be that way, right? Okay, so I said this earlier, like a few minutes ago. You know, it's the new moon, in Scorpio, okay? Now, I do incorporate some astrology into, you know, the readings and stuff, but I don't just focus there. So, I mean, I'm sure there's, you know, people that are, you know, all into that, and you can find them all over YouTube. But keep that in mind as I'm doing this reading, okay? Because it just started yesterday. So this is for October 28th through the 31st, okay? And then I will be coming back Friday to do another live stream, and that will be for the weekend, all right? So this is for the week. And let's see what comes out here. Okay. First card out is the Eight of Spades, the Nine of Diamonds, the Jack of Clubs, Eight of Hearts, Three of Clubs, King of Spade. King of Spade is an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can also be somebody who's in a leadership and or authoritative type of position. Okay, they would be somebody who could like make huge decisions, legally speaking, things of that nature. But this can also be somebody's shadow side, meaning that it can be their, you know, negative side. All right. Six of Spade, Ace of Clubs in the upright, Four of Spade, Seven of Diamonds, Nine of Hearts, Joker in the upright. Joker in the upright is the sign of Gemini, okay? So, it can be solely on that sign, but it also can indicate a new beginning. It is in the upright, okay? So it's positive. It is the last card out on the grid, and directly next to it is the Nine of Hearts. The Nine of Hearts is a wish fulfillment, okay? But there is some important information leading up to this wish fulfillment and this new beginning, okay, that we need to kind of work through here. You know, I got air on the board, got the air sign, and then I got Gemini. This is for any sign. Like I always tell you guys, I don't focus on the sign. You know, if the sign matches, good. If it doesn't, that's okay, because it literally can be descriptive of the person. You know, the first card that we're entering in with this week is the Eight of Spades, and the Eight of Spades is like negative, just like negative emotions. But it's like negative, but like necessary. Whoever is under this like negative sort of like feeling, I can tell you that it's their own fault. Or, okay, here's the other option. This negative feeling is like, I don't care. I'm not letting my emotions cloud my judgment when it comes to my feelings, what I want, my wishes, my desires, because what it looks like here is that others' wishes and desires, you know, could have been a reason in the past, okay, as to why there was a delay in your emotions, like positive ones, okay? So you had positive emotions, say it was towards a person or a situation, right? But allowing others' wishes and desires kind of delayed you from your wishes and desires from towards what it is that you wanted. And now it's almost in a sense like I'm communicating from a positive place. I'm no longer going to allow somebody else's negative emotions or negative situations become part of, you know, my life, because it was literally showing to hold somebody back. What I can tell you is that if somebody is wanting to move, or somebody is leaving a, we'll say legal situation, it could be a divorce, it could be a court case, it could be anything, okay? It looks like something's coming to an end, to no return, brand new beginning, new phase of life. It looks like somebody, if you're dealing with some sort of like legal situation here, okay, what it shows here is that something could be being looked into, something is already looked into, because the Eight of Spades is also a card of investigations. It's a card that shows that somebody could be doing work on the computer, okay, with the Jack of Clubs there. They would be knowledgeable in a sense of being able to sort through documents, looking through certain steps that were taken, meaning like, you know, the whole entire process of things, okay? And whatever this is, it comes to a realization that others' wishes and desires are what affected a situation, could have affected a Gemini specifically, and or could have just affected a new beginning from, you know, somebody just has been held back, we'll put it that way. And being held back here is because of somebody else's wishes and their desires. This wasn't something that was kind of like even. Somebody had, you know, could have used malice or malicious intent towards, you know, another person. And, you know, this is something that's coming to an end, and there's a brand new beginning. There isn't any more sort of like delays. I see that this doesn't repeat itself. The process doesn't repeat itself. It's like the end of this process. It's done. It's over with. That's it. Okay. Wishes, desires being met. Definitely, if others' wishes and desires were affecting you in the past, they don't anymore. This is all about communication, and communication coming from a positive place. Bringing something to light here, because I see that there could be somebody who could have been trying to hold back the truth from happening, the steps they took. But the steps they took in the past here were, you know, not in the right direction. The steps they took, they're now trying to, you know, hide those steps, like conceal them. But it's like, no, whatever the wish and the desire is, it's being met, especially if you're needing to push past whatever this block is here. I just see like somebody's just fed up. They're just like, all right, I'm done. I don't care. You're not holding me back anymore. Whether it's in a relationship, this can be work, related to anything in your life. If you've been feeling like somebody's been holding you back from any sort of desire, or your desires were contingent on this person, you thought that in the past. You don't think that anymore, okay? Whatever your thoughts were in the past, they're not the same. It's like your feelings shifted, and now you're like, you know, I'm going towards what I want. I'm making efforts towards my wishes. I'm making efforts towards my desires, because that's where all the positivity lies in what it is that you want. And you're no longer allowing another person to make you feel like you're confined or keeping you from what it is that you want, because there was some sense of an illusion that they were in the past. And it's like, no, I'm moving past that. That's not happening anymore. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here, yet this can also be a mother, mother-in-law, mother figure, your mother, someone else's mother, okay? And I see a lot of nervous energy around this person. Let's see here. They could be just somebody you're trying to make the best out of a difficult situation with, or this person could be nervous in regards to taking some sort of physical action here. You could be evaluating before taking the action, and or this person has a lot of nervous energy based off of the physical action that they had taken, okay? Okay, we have a lot of positivity here. On wishes and desires being met, this is something coming together in a positive here. And this positivity brings a brand new beginning, a new phase of life, a wiping of the slate clean. What I see here is like, whatever your wishes and desires are for a outcome in whatever case it may be, okay? Especially if you are dealing with the feelings that I was describing in the beginning, okay? Positive, positive, positive outcome here, okay? You have like a brand new beginning, you have relationships coming together, communication, but don't allow your negative emotions that could be triggered or anything like that cloud your judgment. Although I feel like there's a lot of people moving past that because that's what happened in the past. It was like your empathy, your sympathy, your feelings for other people. You kind of almost in a sense like allowed that to cloud your judgment in regards to your own self, your own well-being, what you wanted. We can't get any more positive than this. Victory. I mean, it's like something is moving its way out of this negative sort of energy here. What I can tell you is that if you're feeling sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, you're wanting it to just come to an end, this is something that you could have already taken action towards it ending. Your intentions are everything. So if somebody was using emotional, mental, or any sort of power play, okay, we'll say power play towards you, okay, to keep you almost in a sense feeling like you're stuck or waiting, that block is being moved, okay? Like I said before, whatever this is or whatever this is about, it's like you would have already taken this action, you would have already taken these steps, you would have already done something, you already been doing something, okay? You didn't just start doing it, it's been in play, but you could have just kept getting met with obstacle, almost knocked on the table over, obstacle after obstacle, or resistance, whatever you want to call it, okay? And it was like you just did what you could, and there's nothing else you can do at this point, right? There isn't anything left for you to do, okay? So all the cooperative components being there, we'll say, coming in with that 8 of spade energy, that is the I'm no longer allowing others' wishes and desires to hold me under this negative illusion. I'm no longer allowing the emotional or the mental or, whoever could have caused this negative energy here to any longer be what you allow to hold you back from what it is that you want. Your wishes and your desires are your wishes and your desires. They're no one else's. I don't know what else to say. It's like, you want it, you can have it. Don't hold it that it needs to be this specific person Don't hold it that it needs to work out specifically in this fashion or this way. Don't hold it to that. Just hold on to what it is you want, and it will show up. And how and when isn't up to you. But why is okay? Why do you think that you'll feel better in the having of the things, or what it is that you want, or do you feel better right now? You can feel better right now about everything that you're working towards, or you have been working towards, because you've been doing it with a positive intent. Okay? You're not doing it for anybody else. You're not doing it to please anybody else. And you're no longer doing it under the illusion that you have to do things this way because somebody else wants you to. Okay? Okay, so I definitely have air energy all over the freaking place here. Okay? It's showing here that we have another air sign. Okay? But again, like I said, it could be someone's shadow side. You know, it can also be someone in a leadership and an authoritative position. The Six of Hearts would indicate faith, courage, the deception, and then we have the truth here. Okay? Somebody is holding on to the truth here about some sort of deception, and they're keeping their faith, their trust, and their courage about it. Because there hasn't been this loss of this here, this deception, the truth reveals it. Okay? This is literally just like what I've been like freaking yapping about for like the whole entire time. Okay? And nothing else is going to show itself. This is what it is for the week. And, you know, this is what you got. Something coming together here on a positive, brand new beginning, new phase of life and victory. I can tell you that this can also indicate that if somebody is desiring to have a child, okay, I know this isn't for everybody, but there could be one person watching this who needs to hear this, or, you know, whatever, and that would serve this purpose here. But if there's somebody that is wishing and desiring to have a child, this can indicate that there is some sort of happy surprise coming in about that. Okay? That was just a singular message for somebody. All right? But this is, okay, well, there you go, Emily. Somebody was here that wanted to hear that, because it didn't just show up by coincidence, because there are none. But yeah, that's what I got for the week. Okay? So, you know, whatever your personal situation is, you know, if you could apply that to it, you know, good. You know, I always try to like pull as many circumstances and situations out of the storyline as I possibly can, but like that was the main thing that it's showing. It's like, you know, no longer allowing the negativity to be like your driving force or the reason why you're delaying things in your life or things like that. It's about focusing on the positive things that you want and going into that direction, because that's where it's all met, you know? Okay. So I'm feeling like doing a couple of these for you guys. Okay. And then if anybody had any questions that came through here, you can ask me. I also have I know that there's a lot of you on my email blast, but if you're not on my email blast, then you wouldn't have received the like last buy now or now or later, whatever it is, specials that I have. And those are available till Wednesday, I believe. So if you're interested, you know, shoot me an email. My personal email address is in the Dropbox below, and I can send you the list of what everything is, because Lord knows I can't remember off the top of my head. So let's see here. Okay, here's Teresa. I'm never going to get this. Look at this. It's so ridiculous. Okay, can you see that? It says, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. Should I just be freaking done? Yes. No, I won't be. It goes along with the weekly like energies. It's like no more about like what everybody, like living your life based off of what everyone else wants or needs or has or wants you to be doing. Okay? It's about you. Everything starts and ends with you every single freaking day of your life, every freaking minute of your life, right? So it's like getting into this place of like, what do you want? What makes you feel good? You know, it's like, but not holding another person as the person who holds the key to your happiness. You know, you get lost there. You'll get lost there forever, and it just doesn't feel good, and it will continue to not feel good, and you'll keep forcing and fighting yourself through this place that's impossible. Okay? So it's like, time out. Okay? It's like, you've been taking care of everyone else's needs and doing what everybody else has wanted you to do. When's the last time that you've done anything for yourself? All right? I know, don't get me started. You get me started, I will not be quiet. Okay. You have Vanessa. I'm going to try to do this without, I don't know if you guys can read it clearly or not, but I'm going to read it anyway. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it? Okay, well, let's talk about what's your divine purpose. What's your divine purpose? What makes you feel good? What gives you a sense of purpose or passion in your life? You know, not just going along to the beat of someone else's drum, but actually what makes you feel good. I don't care what it is. It could be completely outside of the box, and everybody else could not have an interest in it. And that's great, because that interest is yours and yours alone, right? Or you're good at something that other people are not. It's like your own, what do you want? You know, you have to get clear, but why do you want it? If you want it just to satisfy something that is, you know, I want it because I want all this money. Well, no, that's not passion. Passion is putting your time and energy into something that makes you feel good. And the rest of the things that, you know, you've desired come right along with it. But if you are just putting your energy into it for this one specific need, that's resistance. You're pushing up against something. It's not going to show up because you're doing it for that reason. You're not doing it because you feel good in the doing it. Okay. So it's like, what's taking you away from it? Well, by not focusing on yourself, like Teresa told you to do, you know? So it's like getting there, okay? Getting into that place. You know what takes you farther away from what you want, and you can always base it off how you feel. If you're not feeling good, you're going the wrong way. All right? Shut it down. Oops. Then you received a star over this way. Can you read it? Okay. You deserve the best. Excuse me. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. All right. Let's be real here. Do you deserve the best? Do you believe you deserve the best? You have to believe it first. You know, it's like reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Well, what would be compromising you from doing that? What somebody else thinks you should be doing? What other people believe you should be doing? I don't know. I've never really found happiness there. Who really cares? You know, it's like, stop trying to make other people believe in you and start believing in yourself. The people who find, you know, belief in you also, or the people who are attracted to what it is that you're putting out there, they'll find you. They'll be led, guided to you, you know, for whatever your purpose is. But if you keep compromising yourself based off of what other people think or want or whatever, welcome to living a path of misery until you can snap out of it, right? Some people don't. Some people don't snap out of it, okay? But once you can finally just figure that little piece out, it's like now you can start going into a direction of things that make you feel good. Will it all show up at once? No. How boring would that be? If all your wishes just came true at this very moment, what else would you do? Nothing. Okay. So do you exist here for others, or do you exist here because you are a co-creator with the rest of everyone else in existence here? Are you a good person or a bad person? You know, what are your intentions? It's like all of these things, but it's always about you. It starts and ends with you. If you're miserable, well, I'm for damn sure that the majority of the people that are around you probably will start attaching to that misery, or they will just kind of distance themselves from you, right? But if you're in a happy place, and you know you're in a happy place, and somebody miserable comes around, you won't allow them to pull you down to their level of misery, because you're in a happy place and you know why you're in a happy place, and you know that that other person doesn't control your happiness. Can you be compassionate and sympathizing towards that other person? Absolutely, of course. But does it mean that you have to flip the switch and get into the mood that they're in? No. Don't participate, right? Just try to be more, conscious of that, because I understand you get lost in the moments, emotions cloud judgment, right? Always do. But if you can put yourself in that position, or try to remind yourself, even in that moment, you can immediately not lose your positive momentum that you have driving by attaching yourself to somebody else's negativity, right? Like I said, compassion, understanding, yes, of course, but I'm not flipping moods because you're in a mood. That's your mood. Okay, you got to figure that mood out, right? Yes, here's another thing. If you have negative people in your life, Cheyenne, thank you, because you make a really good point here. If you have a bunch of negative people in your life, like I said, you're not in control of anyone else other than yourself, right? So, we all have good days, great days, and some days aren't the best. It's all right. It's the way it goes. But do you have to stay in that bad day to the next day, to the next day, to the next moment? No. It's all a choice. Okay. So, wallow in it for a little bit and then be like, you know what? Now I'm good. All right. I'm going to move on from this situation because that's what feels good. Moving on from this. But then you do have negative people around you who just refuse or just don't know how to get into a positive place. And you can exhaust all your energy trying to talk to them, be there for them, even try to convince them of coming to this positive place with you. And none of that works because they're just negative people, or they're literally what I refer to as the bad person, because the bad person is a ill-intended person. Okay, their intentions are to harm. Okay, so whether that's through emotional manipulation, mental, physical abuse, using, their suave, so to speak, personality to kind of, climb the ladder and step all over you and whatever to get to the top, or will just do anything and they don't care who they have to hurt to get there. That's a bad person. That is a bad person. And a good person would be somebody who makes mistakes and you're entitled to make them, right? Sorry, now I'm getting a scratch in my throat. But your intentions are never to truly harm somebody, okay? Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. This happens to me every so often. I'm just reading. Yes, they are energy vampires. Yes. Like, put it this way, and I know this because I've been there, done that, experienced it, but it's like when you're in a negative place with somebody and you're arguing, there's no solution there. It's literally just anger back and forth, just arguing. No solution. Leave it, walk away. If you can, just walk away. remove yourself from the situation, visit it again later when it's in a calmer type of atmosphere, right? I get caught up in my emotions sometimes because I have a little bit of an issue with expressing them in a way that I feel like I'm understood, okay? But once I get to that like level of feeling like I can't, I kind of just have to think to myself and pull myself away and just be like, okay, these aren't my intentions. I feel completely misunderstood. I don't know what to do, so I should just do nothing. Best advice ever. If you don't know what to do nothing. Okay? Because when you try to do something from a place of not knowing what to do, you're in a place of resistance. You're just adding more pressure to yourself. You're adding more trying to yourself. And those are the things that's the energy you don't even want to participate in, right? So don't participate in it. Okay? That's all I can really like say about that. It's like you kind of just have to separate yourself from it. All right, let's see if we can get another angel message card here. And then guys, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to like click out of here because I literally have like this terrible like itch in my throat. But I will be back to do another live stream. I'm hoping to come back tomorrow actually too. And do a live stream in the afternoon. But you know, if you do have questions or anything like that, you can email me. Okay, I will you know, answer questions there. You can shoot me an email if you don't do it live on here, because some people might be uncomfortable with like allowing other people to like hear what their questions are. That's okay. I understand. You can email me your question. All right. So let's see here. All right. So who out there is dealing with a situation in their marriage, going through a divorce, you know, still holding on to some sort of old energy? Because Daniel's here to let you know that he's assisting you right now with releasing these energies, okay? But there's also, you know, people out there, you're desiring to have this relationship, you want this marriage, you want that, okay? Let's remove the label. Let's remove the label. Let's remove, you know, all the things that we think that we want in a marriage, okay? Or let's just remove all that and talk about it. It's all about feelings, right? It's all about feelings. Everything at the end of the day is about your feelings. Shut your freaking eyes. None of this is real, okay? This is all a creation based off of all these people that we've been existing here with, right? But it's like, and I say that all the time, like, shut your freaking eyes. What's real? Is the sky blue? I don't know. That's what they tell us. That's what they told us. Do you believe it to be true? Sure, why not, right? Sky's blue. Why go through the whole process of changing everything in that manner, at least? But it's like, you know, remove the label, remove all that. It's all about feelings. Is this somebody that you can forever, or whatever you want to perceive it as in regards to your feelings, continue to be with over and over and over again? You know, not just this label and the status, the feelings, all right? And I deal with a lot of people that have gone through a divorce or going through a divorce, going through whatever. It's like their whole entire mind and their perception has changed from the time that they got into this relationship or marriage to now in the way that they perceive the relationship. Because it was a sort of like an illusion, a false based belief prior, right? And that's okay. But it's like, you know, if you're feeling some sort of way about it right now and it's coming apart and it's not working, or you're moving in the direction where you're separating yourself from it, it's okay. All right? You know, everything's always working out for you. I need you to repeat that to yourself constantly all day long whenever you're starting to feel bad. Everything's always working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. I'm no longer going to waste my time and energy on worry. What does worry do? Nothing but cause you to worry about more things and more things to show up to worry about. I'm going to stop worrying about things. I feel fine. Everything's always working out for me. All right. And then you have Rochelle here. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Wow. Yeah. There's where your abundance lies. There's where your prosperity lies. There's where happiness lies. It lies in what way brings you closer to what you want and which way takes you farther away from it. Following your feelings, following your gut instincts, following your intuition. You always discredit your intuition, but I guarantee your intuition has been there for you more than it hasn't because it's with you all the time. And I always use the, example of if you've been driving in your car and you already had in your mind that you are going this direction in this way and that's it. But then your gut starts telling you as you're driving, maybe I should go this way. And you completely discredit your gut over your logic, right? Your mind, because you already had your mind made up, but your feelings try to like bust through there a little bit and let you know that you're about to get stuck behind a parade for 20 minutes. Now you're sitting there going, I knew I should have went that way. Yeah, that was your intuition. Your intuition knew it the whole freaking time. But this chatterbox noisemaker up here will convince you otherwise, okay? Feelings first, thought second. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. But this thing up here will try to convince you otherwise, okay? Who's in control here? You or, this chatterbox? You are, but you gotta feel your way around. Feel your way through. It's okay. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. I can tell you that, okay? And so many people will say, I knew something was wrong. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Well, yeah, you knew it. You keep saying you knew it over and over again. So what made you believe or start to question what it is that you already knew? This thing up here, right? Okay. Over here. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Okay, so anybody who is looking to go back to school, who is looking, to expand their knowledge, education in something that is going to be beneficial for you, especially if it's something that makes you feel passionate, but say you maybe need to brush up on some things, self-edification, that's fine, whatever. But, whatever it is that you need, to expand your knowledge and understand what it is that you're wanting to do on, a deeper level here. This is guiding you into that direction of doing it. Why delay it any further? Are you scared? Are you nervous? That's okay. But it's like, face that and understand that everything that you want lies in, getting the schooling or studying or, the self-edification, whatever it may be. But, you have to start moving into the direction in order to find what it is that you're looking for, okay? But you got to get clear about what you want. If you get clear about what you want, you have to make sure it's something that you want and you're not doing it for other people and you're not doing it for someone else's approval. You're doing it for yourself, right? If you are doing it for someone else or for somebody else, for any reason, wrong freaking way, okay? Wrong way. Don't go that way. Wrong way. You're not happy there. You won't be happy there. I'm pretty sure you've been there before a few times. It never works. It's never going to, right? So it's about what you want and why you want it. Why? Do you believe it's because you will feel good in the having of it? Or does it make you just feel good thinking about it? If it makes you just feel good thinking about it and it's like passion, makes you feel alive, right? Even if it's not in your physical reality, right way. That's the way you want to go. That's where everything lies that you really want in your physical reality. But if you're only wanting that or to do that because you believe that once you have it or whatever, then you can feel good, that's what's been holding you apart from having it or experiencing it in the first place. Because your belief is that you can't feel good until you have it. Feel good first. Experience more and more things that feel good. Okay? Feel bad. Keep experiencing things that don't feel good. I mean, energies don't know any different. They don't know whether it feels good or feels bad. They're just giving you what you want. You're a magnet. I'm not going to get into freaking physics right now, but your energy, you're a magnet. It's flowing through you constantly. You don't shock yourself for no reason. You don't feel a shock. They used to use the electric chair to do what? To fry people up. Come on. You are electric. So it's like understanding that you're a magnet. You're a magnet energy. You can have, do, be whatever it is that you want to be, but you got to believe it first and you got to feel it first. And then you're going to experience it because you know it to be true. It's literally law. Okay. It's the way it works. But, you know, I'm done blabbing for the day because my throat is scratchy now. But stay away from energy vampires. Okay. Stay away from them. They're the worst. And they feed off of positive energy and empathy. Okay. So you have to always remind yourself that if you're around a bunch of negative people, they are literally going to try to pull you down with them and suck all your good energy. Say no thank you and move on. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting off of here for today. If you need me, go to the drop box below. All the information's there. And I will put up another poll probably later today asking about the best time for tomorrow, because I'll do another live stream tomorrow. And then I'm also going to do one on Friday for the weekend. So just look out for the polls. And if you do see it, just kind of let me know, because I always go off of, it doesn't matter how many people voted, whatever the most amount, percentage-wise, it shows me percentage-wise for the time. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.